Right, bro.
Coach.
Excuse me, Chris.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good, man. Sorry, when you win your first game, is there a sense of we won the first game? That's not relaxed. That's why they get two.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're definitely at home, and like I said, we got out to a great start. I thought we didn't ease into the game. That was our mindset coming out. Like, we don't want to ease into the game. This is not a field-out game. Like, let's attack it head on, and that's what we did. And so, by winning the first game, we saw some things that we can do. We saw some things we can get better at. And, definitely going for game two. Like, we're not going to relax because we won game one. Still a long season.
How challenging is it as a coach to try to put a game plan together, just like slow down Luka and Kyrie?
See, I'm sorry.
How challenging is it to try to put a game plan together, try to slow down those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, very challenging. You got, two of the best scorers in the league, and so on the same team. And so when they're both on the court at the same time, it's kind of hard to do, to double team one guy and lead the other guy, So you got to pick your poison. I thought for the most part our guys did a good job with executing the defensive plan. We still had I think 26 points that we gave up on game plan mistakes, which is going to happen throughout the course of the game. But I thought we did it hard. I thought we tried to do it our best. We just made some mistakes, and so we got to be better with that.
So like group of stars that are considered playoff risers, guys who can improve their game when the postseason comes around. As a coach, you're pretty widely considered to be a playoff riser. It's just the playoffs go on, you seem to get better. Is there something for you that is the reason behind that? Why you're able to just really elevate your personal game in the playoffs?
No, I just think, throughout the course of the season, just trying different things. I think working on different things in practices and, just having your team prepared to do different things. In the playoffs, if you show Luka and Kyrie a steady diet of the same thing, they're going to pick you apart, And so I think our guys have done a great job the last 4 years, but just this year acquiring James and PJ and those guys, like just every day just doing something different to prepare for these moments. And so you never know when you have to use it. You never know when you got to go to it, but you got to be prepared to do it. And so that's what I just, like most about the playoffs, is being able to do different things, be able to adjust, show teams different things, and see how they handle it. And so it just, it's an exciting time of the year.
Ty, what's the likelihood of Kawhi playing game two?
He's going to go through practice today, and we'll see.
And what will he do in practice? Will he get contact?
We're not doing contact.
Basketball movements?
Basketball movements. A walkthrough, just clean up some things that we made mistakes on, that we wasn't clean with, to make sure we're on point with that. That, along with transition defense, they had 25 points in transition, which we know we got to take away. And then they had 25 points at the free throw line, so we got to be better with that, And so do a good job of playing defense without fouling, especially when they're getting a bonus. We're top blocking, away from the basket, they get 2 free throws. We foul, in the backcourt, 2 free throws. So we just got to be smarter with those type of fouls, especially when they're in the bonus.
I asked Kyrie yesterday, just 2 parts. First, what's that relationship you have with him like? I know that once you win a championship, it's always going to be special, but in those, what's it been, 8 years now, what's the relationship you have with him like?
When we see each other, of course, a good relationship. But he's always someone I, admire when I had him when he played for me, and then from afar, just the way I always talk about he has no offensive weaknesses, and you saw that, yesterday. He can split the double teams, dribble around the blitzes, he can make passes, make plays, pull up dribbles off the three. He can do a lot. Mid-range pull up, left hand, right hand. So he has no offensive weaknesses, and so you got to make it work. I think try to wear him down, show him different coverages to try to keep him off balance. But we have a good relationship.
He was saying that he could tell you were giving the guy some cues about what he likes to do and stuff like that on the court.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he'll try to
do it good enough, but yeah, we gave him the cues, but it still didn't work.
Is that just because he's just such a dynamic player? He's able to read things on the fly like that and adapt to it.
Yeah, especially with his ball handling ability. Being able to. He's like a wizard with the basketball, and so you can tell Zoo and Mace get out there and blitz, but, when he's coming at you with the handle he has, the shiftiness, the quickness, it's tough. But, we wanted to continue to keep doing it, make sure, we're doing it the right way, and then just kind of go from there.
How would you assess Norman Powell's, not just his output, but what he was able to do for you guys when he was on the floor, especially after halftime?
Yeah, I think you know, James had it going. I thought Zoo had it going, and you know, PG's gonna be PG. You know, and so we didn't really use Norm as much as we usually do. I mean, because the other guys had it going. But I'm not worried about Norm. Like, he's going to be able to get his, and so he'll be all right.
What gives you that confidence? I mean, obviously he's had a great regular season. He's been there.
He's done it all year. He's done it for us. Last year, I think he had 42 points in the playoff game against Phoenix. Like, we know he's going to be ready for the big moments.
Ty, what's the biggest adjustment you think you'll tell your team to prepare for what you think the Mavericks will come at you guys with?
I love you, Owen, but I'm not going to tell you. They might not know. I'm not going to give them a. I'm not going to
throw something out there that's like
really.
Yeah. Even if it's generic like physicality or something like that.
I mean, everybody talks about that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, that's something we've been talking about from day one. Just making sure we have an intelligent physicality, though. You know, being physical but not fouling when teams win opponents, or not fouling, you know, 50 feet away from the basket. You know, you just can't have those fouls. But you know, physicality is a very important key, like, to the playoffs. And so, as much as the referees are going to allow you to get away with, you got to be able to do it.
How well do you study referees when you get those assignments in the morning?
I don't. I'm gonna try that, Law. I never thought about that. I swear, I never thought about that. But yeah, that's pretty smart.
I know y'all weren't getting called this day, so.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought about that though.
And
Drop
Coach,
the mic and walk away, Law.
and Coach, I know Luka and Kyrie combined for 64 points. A lot of people might look at the box score and say they had a good game, but I feel they never really were comfortable offensively. It seemed like you guys got into them. Guys didn't allow themselves to be screened. They fought over the screens, fouled them back in transition. Can you talk about the energy and effort that your guys played with from the jump, not allowing those two to really get comfortable offensively, despite the numbers?
Yeah, I thought our guys were great. You know, I think in the fourth quarter they got going a little bit, but you know, we took our defensive schemes off because we didn't want to give up threes. We was up 26 points, and so you don't want to give up threes to, you know, guys making threes, and that's the best way to come back. You know, so they kind of got going one-on-one, you know, which we expect them to do when you play them one-on-one. But to start the game, like I said, we didn't want to ease into the game. We wanted to make sure we were tight with what we were trying to do defensively, and we did that, and we kept them off balance. And we was able to score the basketball at a high clip, you know, while we was able to, you know, kind of hold them down from scoring. And then, you know, I didn't know that we started, our last 11 games, we've been down double figures in
Afternoon games.
Yeah,
Afternoon starts.
which I didn't know that until Law told me. So to get off to a good start in the playoff game, you know, I thought our fans was huge. I thought the crowd was great. And you know, we got to come out and duplicate it again tomorrow night.
Thank you.
You had something, Jeff?
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.